Good morning. So today I'm going to start off to show you guys a video, and I want you guys to look at what exactly is following Brianna as she's at the airport.
Top right corner.
Watch out, let her walk, yo! Let her walk! That was a trap! Hey, you ain't got quite up for how are you? Oh, man, what you feeling?
Okay, so today I don't know if you guys established what it is I want you guys to look at, but it's the paparazzi, and today I want to tell you exactly what they do, who they are, and why they do it, and how they're important to us. So the paparazzi, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, the proper term for it is paparazzo. It's a photographer who follows famous people to take their pictures and then sells them to newspapers and magazines. So they work for free basically. They're freelance. So why they do it is because we need them, because if we didn't have them, then we wouldn't know exactly what celebrities are doing and stuff. So they're not photojournalists though. They're not members of that old discipline profession that belongs to the field of journalism. So basically, how they work is they work on tips. So someone will call them and be like, oh, this person's here. So they'll go there. So their schedules are really crazy. They'll show up. Their job is to take pictures of the people and ask them questions, even though sometimes the celebrities get really annoyed of them and don't really they're not really responsive to them. It's kind of rude because they're just doing their job like the rest of us. So according to Time magazine and E, oh yeah, okay. So the reason they're doing it is because it's an easy job. Anybody can do it, and according to E Online, one picture could circulate throughout America, Australia, London, and that one picture that they took can earn them up to $500,000 within a day, just because they're circulating it. So it's a very lucrative and important business to people because they're able to I guess do nothing, take one picture and follow someone, and then make a lot of money off of it. So even though sometimes the celebrities do get mad and stuff because they do some things, but they need to take that one picture that is gonna be all over everywhere, that's gonna make them money, you know? So I have another video for you, what they do and how much they get. So you can see she was really frustrated about them being next to her and all up in her personal space.
They're in the elevator.
So that's their job. Yeah, I know they do push the limits sometimes, and people do look down on them because they're at the bottom of everything, because they're just following people. They don't really have a profession. And since anybody can do it, it's not looked at highly. But then again, there are celebrities that call their own photographers to follow them around and tell them exactly where they are. So it's not a really bad job. It's an easy job, but it takes all day. It's all day. It's an all day thing. So. But they're not all bad, because we do need them, because without them we wouldn't be able to know exactly what's going on with our favorite people. So even though they're looked at bad, there's one celebrity that's trying to pass a law in California to limit their ability with their children. So Halle Berry says that it's not about me, take my picture, I get it, but these little innocent children didn't ask to be celebrities. They didn't ask to be placed in this game. So her claim is that she doesn't want paparazzi following her when she's with her children, but there's nothing they can do. There's no way to get pictures of them if she's holding her daughter in her hand. They need to show that she is like a good mom and like has her kids with her at all times. So there's no really way, there's not like a real way around it. Yeah, like they could turn off the flash, but then again, what if she's like somewhere that's dark? They need to like see exactly what she's doing, you know. But they're not all bad. There are like some like, I guess, benefits to it. You gotta be around famous people all day. Yeah, you're like working nonstop, but like sometimes when they're really nice to you, they'll like give you money, and you know, like the cameras that they use are not cheap. So like when celebrities are like really nice to them, because some of them are not rude. The rude ones are the ones that are new, like that whole thing with Kanye West attacking someone at the airport. That was because he was like a new photographer and like told him repeatedly to stop and he didn't. So, but they're not all bad, you know. And that's it.
6.
Just let me in this.
All right, Taryn, what was your impression?
I felt like he knew what he was talking about, and started off really well. Telling us what paparazzi and everything. The transitions, I could tell when he was talking about something different, but I just needed to catch up there because it wasn't clear that he was transitioning to another subject. But the information was different, so I could, I just had to catch up, and I lost some information there. The visual aids. The second one was good. He introduced the first one. He didn't really introduce, so I didn't know what I was looking for. But when I saw the video, it was kind of obvious it was about the paparazzi, how many there were and everything. Other than that, it was about 50-50 on the eye contact and reading off the paper. It was good.
Okay. Well, I like the fact that you identify the video and you tell us what it is we ought to be looking for in your attention device. I think that works well. If you just start off with the clip without any lead in, it's why are we watching this? And it made a little bit more sense. And the value of the video clips is that they generate interest and they make the material more visible. I don't know that they do a lot to explain the nature of the profession that you're talking about. Or that they add much to our understanding of what some of the problems are. There's a little bit of that. So I appreciated those efforts. I think there are probably some other things that you could do to indicate some visual material in the speech for us to add to the content. The subject matter is clear. The purpose is not quite as clear because sometimes it sounds like you're condemning, sometimes it sounds like you're defending, and I'm not exactly sure what it is I'm supposed to be focusing on in the presentation. The justification is mostly simply because they exist, except once again they exist in a world that some people give a damn about and others don't, So you said we wouldn't know anything about those celebrities. I'm going, I'm perfectly happy. Why would I want to know anything about them? Why do I need to know, when their sex tapes coming out, or how many Botoxes they've had, or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, if you're going to talk about why this job is valuable and necessary, I think you got to develop it a little bit more. If you're going to criticize it, you need to give us some information about what is problematic about it. You did a little bit of that, where you kind of talked about, you showed us the one video where the woman can't even get on the damn elevator without having everybody in her way. I couldn't even tell who that was. Who was it?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, okay. All right.
You could tell.
When she turned around, I guess you could tell. I'm not sure. I don't know. You know, but you know, you kind of, I got a lot of opinions about paparazzi without a lot of information about the paparazzi. So, who buys all the pictures? You mentioned, you know, you can get up to $500,000 for a picture. Well, how many people are getting $500,000 for a picture? Is that the average of what people get? I think that's probably an exceptional situation, because if it's the average of what people are getting, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here right now. You know, I got a camera, I can go find somebody. You know, it can't be that simple. The idea that it's a job that's easy for it and anybody can do, that's another one of those things that sounds like an interesting opinion. But I would suspect, you said the cameras are expensive. That sounds like they got to know what they're doing when it comes to the camera. There may be techniques that they have to do that seem like they're either underhanded or they're very legitimate. You talk about how they have to work all day long. Is that because they are staking out a place and hoping somebody shows up, or because they're waiting for people to show up they know that are there, or they're creating an event? There's a lot of information about this subject that I really thought was not as well developed here as it could be. Organizationally, I've got to agree. I thought that you were a little bit all over the place in the body of the speech. You know, like I said before, sometimes I'm hearing things about what's positive about it, and then just a second later, there's something great about the job. I think you needed to be a little bit more consistent. Maybe that would be a way to break it up and organize and say, here's what they do, here's the stuff that they do that is beneficial and good about the job if you have that job, here's the stuff that is crappy about the job or problematic if somebody's doing that job. And divide it up that way, and that would be a little bit clearer. All right, thank you.